Hi and welcome. We all know that a CRM for any business is essential because it helps you track your communication, your relationship with your client. So EEvOps has a CRM functionality within the platform, to enable event organizers, planners, freelancers to manage their client relationship. So I'm assuming that you have already signed up as a user within EEvOps. So we'll just sign in and then we do the demo, see how it works. Valid credentials. Now we have already seen how the dashboard looks like. So within the dashboard, you will see the CRM and leads. Now, within the CRM and leads, in most cases, it will come blank, so you have to add columns. So these columns work like a sticky note. So they help you throughout the journey. And not only you, assuming you have a team around you, there is management, there are guys from procurement, there are finance guys. So when you have onboarded a client and you're having an engagement with your client, even your team is able to see what is happening with that particular client. So with us, we have already created the cards. I'll show you how to create the sticky notes here. So what happens is, assuming you want to create a column called inquiry received. So you just add a column, right? Inquiry received. Now that becomes a column. So on that column, you will put all the inquiries. There can be 2 inquiries, there can be 10 inquiries. So you just have those inquiries on that particular column. Like you've seen, I've added that column here. So all the inquiries come on that column, right? So let's see what you add. So assuming a client has reached out to you on WhatsApp or email, or has called you with a need or a request, So for you and your team, it's important that that client is onboarded and the journey is clear and understood by everyone within the team, right? So what you do is, this is a new lead. The new lead is called Kimuro. Probably they reached out to you on email. So they have their email address, Kimuro Club. And then if they gave you if on the email there is the telephone number of the person in charge, you have inquiry, discovery. Those ones can either be default or you just add them and they will appear there. And then on this one, what was the client's request, either on phone or on email. So maybe they sent you an email saying, we are looking for a planner for a corporate gala night where they will be playing host to say 500 attendees. The requirements can be more than that, right? So on that, there you go. So everyone within the team can see that there is an inquiry. It has been received from Kimuro Tech Lab, and all the other details are within that particular card. Now, like I've said, this is a sticky note, right? That is able to move from one column to the next. So as an event organizer or a planner, what you do is you would probably reach out on phone, reach out on email, and most probably set up a virtual call, right? So when that happens, you have set up a virtual call. You guys have had your call, and they have given you an understanding, a clear understanding of what the event entails, what are the objectives. More or less, it's a client brief, yeah? So what are the objectives, what are the KPIs, etc, etc. So on this column, once that has already been done, whoever was in charge of that meeting, assuming it's John, so John had a meeting with Chris from Kimuro, and these were their ask dash 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 dash. So everybody is able to see what happened during that particular meeting, yeah? So everybody is on board on this one. So after the discovery, you have understood the task, so you're supposed to send a proposal, right? So a proposal has already been sent. Remember, I've said that this one is like a sticky note. So you just move it from one column to the other, assuming even if there were 5 or 6 or 10 other inquiries, this is what would happen. So everybody has an eyeball on what is happening with that particular client. So a proposal has been sent. So probably a proposal has been sent to Chris from Kimuro Tech Lab, right? So everybody, remember, everybody has eyeballs on what is happening to that particular client, right? So what happens next? You have sent the proposal. Usually with most customers or most clients, there will be a back and forth until you're able to settle on something. It may, the challenge may be the budget, the challenge may be the location and stuff like that. So there is that back and forth. So during that back and forth, the card moves from proposal to now negotiation. So you guys are doing your negotiation. So what has happened during the negotiations, or what is happening during the negotiations, that is also important that you add it on the notes. So negotiation happening, and we are deliberating mostly around budget, right? So assuming at some point you guys have agreed on the budget, you have adjusted here and there, and you have sent them your final proposal, and that proposal has already been approved. The client has approved, so you add proposal approved, and we are expecting a down payment. Now remember, all this is happening and everyone within the team is also able to see. So you don't have a lot of back and forths, a lot of questions asked within the team. Everyone has their eyeballs on what is happening. Very key, very critical when you're doing this, right? So deposit paid. So assuming they have paid the deposit, now the card moves from approved to deposit paid, right? So we can say deposit paid in the sum of, say, 1 million Kenya shillings probably, yeah? So that one is done. So everybody knows, my guy, this is now a go. So what happens after happens after the deposit has been paid? Most probably you guys will send an SLA, right, and begin to plan the event, right? So contract and SLA sent, right? Now, I hope you get an idea of the journey. So the card will simply move from contract to SLA, right? And this will continue until the event is actually executed. When the event is executed, the last column would probably be completed. Once that one is done, then what's important is everyone in the team knows what was happening. And as an event organizer, should you even not be there and this kind of a trail was visible to everyone, it means that even if you're not there, maybe you're incapacitated or you're not available for one reason or another, the business can still continue. Why? Because everybody has an opportunity to see what happens before, during, and after an event is organized, right? Now, what's very important about this, remember that EEvOps is a data-driven platform, yeah? So because EEvOps has the capabilities of generating a final report, right? It's important that all these details are captured. Now we have an AI system within EEvOps that captures all this that is happening, essentially to help you make maybe better decisions during the next event. So the AI engine will also be able to see what happened from the time an inquiry came in, maybe the duration with which the discovery call was made. Like, the AI is meant to help you understand maybe if there was a problem, where the problem actually was when you finally generate your report. Now, that is as simple as that. That's why a CRM is critical, and that is the reason why we have included a CRM within the platform, right? The idea is simply to collapse all the fragmentation that happens around an event. So where you would have a CRM, someone doing the lead on email, and that is the only person that is able to see what happens from stage to stage, or they come and tell you what has happened during a meeting. Now, this one cuts the time that you guys need to sit down and discuss that particular client, understand that particular client. You as an event organizer, or you who is in charge of customer experience, this is key. Why? Because it gives everyone an opportunity to see what is happening with that particular client. So that is that. If you have any questions about these ones, kindly just go to our pages. You'll find our contacts. Please reach out, and we would be glad to answer any of your questions. See you in the next demo. Thank you so much.